Well, amidst the dark spots that Diamond Platnumz really has in his entire career and life, I think there is a good side of him that he holds a very good heart. And I think in this video, most of you are really going to get to learn one thing, that never spoil something that you've gone ahead and created, and that is Diamond Platnumz for you. And this is what he's going to reveal to you in this video. Welcome to East Africa Social Television. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. Rock and David is my name. Ahead of his show over the weekend in Berlin, Germany, Diamond Platnumz happened to talk to the host of the show down in Berlin, and he had a lot of things to reveal, and very many questions were directed to Diamond Platnumz, and he really went on to reveal to us how he's ready to attack Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy had this year, and obviously his golden heart of how he has gone ahead and we talked about Harmonize, Rayvanny, and how he's gone ahead to lift up the Tanzanian music industry, and how he wants to take it to the world, because he feels like he has now conquered Africa and now wants to really conquer the globe with the new music. So allow me to review Diamond Platnumz promising to attack Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido had in the coming few months. Diamond Platnumz, over to the viewers of East Africa Social Television.
I saw it, how excited you are. I saw the performance was really good. What are you telling your people right now? You're coming back in Germany again, and this time you're going to perform in Berlin, the capital city of Germany.
It has been vibe and big support all the time when I come to Germany, in a way that it makes me feel like Germany is my second home, or is like my other home. So I'm more than excited. The love and support I get from the people is amazing. It's unconditional. I can't even explain it. I can promise nothing than delivering something big and not letting down, because I know at the end of the day I'm representing my people. Like, you know, I want you guys to be more proud. I want you guys to feel like African music is good. I want you guys to feel like you get artists and all that. So I'll make sure that I make you all proud, and I respect everybody who come out most of the time when I'm performing. So I don't want to let my people down. So I'll make sure that I make you all proud. Yeah.
So sounds really good. Whenever you perform outside Tanzania, outside Africa, it's a very big news in Tanzania. It's a very big news. I mean, how do you feel about that? How do you feel to see that people in Tanzania are watching your step every day?
Well, you know, I'm a little kid came from
how does it make you feel?
Africa, Tanzania. So the more I'm taking more steps, the more I'm making them proud. I'm making the whole continent proud. So there, of course, it become big news, because from where I came from, it's not easy to get to where sometimes I got, and it's like to me, I feel like it's a blessing, and what they've been doing to me is like motivating me so that I can work more harder and make Africa proud. Yeah, and apart from everything, it's like, you know, when I'm on the stage, I don't
good.
I make sure that I deliver. I make sure that I entertain people, and that's all about when you get to the stage. It's like people can hear you in the song, can listen to your song, they can watch you in the music video, maybe acting or something. But when it comes to the stage, they expect you to entertain them, and that's what I've been doing. So when you see me on the stage, it's like I'll be entertaining everybody. I want whoever comes to my concert, when I go back home, I want them to think about me. I want them to be, I want me to be their favorite musician. Yeah.
So, sounds really good. I mean, for the people who will come to see you performing in Berlin this time, I want to give you a compliment, man. I mean, I've seen a lot of African artists performing, and I've seen you performing. It's amazing. I just want to say that for me, you're a #1 performer when it comes to stage controlling and stage management. You're a #1 performer, artist from Africa, and most of people come to your shows because they know who you are.
I love stage. I love performing. Yeah, I think that's has been one of my weapons when it comes to music. It's like, as I said, I want when a person come to my concert to be entertained, and I want to still stick on their head, like there's Diamond Platnumz, there's this musician called Platnumz. So when they go back home, even if it's your first time coming to my concert, I want you to love me from there. So I try my level best to make sure that I make you happy and I'm your favorite. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. It's happening on Saturday,
For real.
and
People come from
until now, a lot of people bought a ticket. There are some few people. There, yeah, there's some few people who actually was wondering, is it true or is it not? Because last time we were planning to come, I mean, to have this show, and something happened. But this time, people were wondering if it's true or not. They saw the video, you saying you're coming,
I'm coming.
and now you're really coming. If there's someone who, if there's someone who actually didn't buy a ticket
I
yet,
want them to know that I'm coming
and
and
is watching live right now.
I'm so excited and I miss you guys. And we've got a lot of different songs. And I think I may release my next release when I'm in Berlin as well. Yeah. So it's like,
Man,
it's been a while, you know.
That's exclusive.
I was fasting. I'm Muslim, so I was the holy month of Ramadan, I was fasting and praying. Now it's about that time to drop all the songs and be a musician. I was in a zone, you know, as a Muslim. So now it's my right time for me to drop music, because most of the time when I'm fasting, I don't want to drop music. I even sometimes don't record, since I love spending that time praying, you know, doing a lot of things in life. So I prefer that time spending and fasting and praying, at least can see the paradise for this life.
Sounds dope, bro. Sounds really dope. I want to ask you something. I mean, how does it make you? How does it feel? You've been like #1 artist in East Africa for over 10 years right now. For over 10 years, people coming and go, and people try to reach where you are, and they cannot be there. How does it make you feel, man? It's more than 10 years.
It's a blessing
you've been
from God.
on top.
Apart from that,
how is it
I work so hard. You know, apart from being a musician, I'm an entrepreneur, businessman. So you see transformation sometimes from being a musician and being a businessman. It's not easy, it's very difficult. So I think from business, it taught me how to treat my music in a very respectful way. So to me, I don't think music is just, you know, I think back in the days, people used to feel like once you're a musician, maybe you're a prophet or something. No, you're just a musician. It's just a blessing like other person can have. It's just God decided to give you a capital for you to survive in your life. So like, to me, I take it very serious. I spend more time in the studio. I practice. It's like I do exercise. Like I do a lot of things. Like I work out. I dance. I play instruments. Like I've dedicated myself when it comes to music. I've just decided to dedicate myself in music. I don't joke around. When I come to the stage, I perform proper. And if people thought they have seen lots of me, they haven't seen things yet. See what I'm going to do. Because they're like, this couple 2 years, I was more into the business, because you know I was investing in different things. Like, and this is the I can even advise other artists as well. I know we're a musician, but then there's life after music. Like, you see, you go to a time that you're not going to be just musicians. Sometimes, you know, there's other young kids will come, young musician will come, other youth. It's supposed to be the leaders, and you can't be the leader if you continue like you want to do the same thing all the time. So apart from doing music, I'm also paving my way on my retirement. Like, if I'm not going to be doing music, what will make me alive? What will make me big Diamond Platnumz? What will make people love and respect me? How will I be able to continue create the path for the next generation? How will I be able to live the life that I want my kids to have? It's like, so these past 2 years, I've been doing a lot of those things so that, because I've been in the music industry for more than 10 years. I'm getting 14 years, from not mistake, 14 years now. So to me, I thought it was the right time for me, apart from whatever the thing that I've been doing, as investment. So these past 2 years, I was more serious into those things. I wanted to be very serious in a way that even if
An
I'm not gonna
investment.
today, even if I won't gonna be doing music today, I will live the same
I see
life
the
as I've
move.
been doing as a musician. And through that, it taught me a lot of things. One of the things that I've learned, once you're a musician, money comes after you. But once you're doing normal,
Yeah.
you have to go after money. So there's two different things.
Yeah.
So now, sometimes I apply that. I take the
Two
normal way
different.
of doing business in my music career, which makes it for me, like, as I was telling you, that I respect my career, I respect music, I respect whatever that I'm doing. So it taught me a lot of things, and yeah, people should expect a lot of things this year. Like, I'm coming different way, totally different. Like the way how I started my year, I started with bongo flavor, 100% songs that I've, it's been a while that I stopped to do. I give them Tapita, I give them as well Zuena. It's like giving them different. I'll be dropping a lot of songs this year.
Yeah. You get this time you are touching more the locals and you dedicating the East African community more. I want to ask you something about that. Like you mentioned something about you will never be on top forever. There's this question popping up a lot of time. There are a lot of people saying you are being on top for more than 10 years since you came out in the music. But people are kind of saying you're in a climax. So what next? You're about to drop down. Do you feel it's a time where you're supposed
the
to?
problem about
do you
music
feel
is
like you're about to
it's
drop
God
down
that
anytime soon?
blessed me to be a musician. So to me, when I do my music, it's like I just do what I feel like, what I love. It's like I love song. Let me give them this song. And if you notice, recently I've been not dropping a lot of songs the way I used to do back in the days. So I was, as I told you, I was into my investments into creating my paving as well, my future as well, apart from being a musician. So and then this year, I've dedicated this year for music, because past 2 years I was more into those business and all that. But then, even when the time I was busy doing my stuff, nobody crossed my number. I mean, like, my own numbers have been crazy. So and here I tweeted to say, like, if you could never get close to my number this past year, then forget about them this year, because this year I've been dropping a lot of songs. I've been recording a lot of songs. I'm talking to kids downstairs here. I've got different huge collabo from Africa, out of Africa, my own songs. I was supposed to drop my album last year, but I didn't, because I wanted to give enough time for my album. I was like, you know what? I'm now into these things. I love planning my stuff. So I was like, I'm going to drop it next year, which is this year. So I'll be dropping different songs. I've done different collabo with different brothers of mine. Tanzania, South Africa, Africa, America, Europe. Like, I've got a bunch of songs in a way that sometimes I'm like, oh, how are they going to handle all these songs this year? So, yeah.
So for the people who are criticizing you right now, that it's about time to drop, what you're trying to tell them that
I don't want to
you're
stay just doing what I'm doing. For them, it's saying, I don't know. To me, I'm like, I'm too natural. Like, I don't do music to be on top. I just drop music and people love it. Like the way one time I dropped this year, I said, like, you know what? I'm gonna give them bongo flavor. Gave them Zuena, gave them Yatapita, and they were like, and those songs were only dedicated to me. I was focusing, and it was the song was dedicated to my Swahili community. But when they came out, they were everywhere. They were number 2 in UK, different in Canada, US, like everywhere. Germany, it was in my plan. So it's like, to me, I don't do music to be on top. It's like my work put me on top, and people just love me. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, so.
But there's the one says that Gigi like to say, says men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie.
Never.
You're being on the top all the time. When I see like monthly music distribution, you're there on top. And funny thing is, for me, is it's not only you being on top, but also the people who are coming on your chain that also like you're number one, then Rayvanny number two,
like,
then Harmonize number three. All this is your chain, man. Where are the other artists from Tanzania? What are they doing? Like always about you and all,
like,
all this number from 1 to number 5.
There was a time I said, like, you know what? I think apart from me being a musician, it would be wise if I can be able to empower the artists as well, because there's a lot of artists who have dreams, who can do better in the street, but they don't have platform. They don't have to empower them. So I started empowering different artists, Harmonize, Rayvanny. I went to Lava Lava, Bosso, there's Zuchu now. There's a time I was working with Shimavoko. To me, it was like, I love doing that. And the more they're doing better or they're doing big, is a legacy to me. And at the end of the I love when a person when a person talk about Rayvanny, you talk about whoever the artists come from my hand. Like if you see, like as you say, like if you look at the numbers, when you see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, sometimes you can go even to number 6. All coming from my hand.
All of them are coming from your line.
They're still working with me, or they're not working with me. But that's my legacy. This has been my mission. Like I wanted to see that, like to prove point that as the artists as well, we can empower each other. Like why don't you? So if I can do that, I can inspire the artists as well. They can do the same thing. But one thing I can advise them that you need to dedicate yourself, because it's very difficult. It's not that easy. That's why you see most artists, they come out with label and the label doesn't work that much, because as the artist you have to dedicate yourself. You have to give 100% of you. Sometimes you have to stop doing your music. Sometimes you have to not drop your song so that you can let your artist drop the song. So which sometimes it becomes very difficult for other artists, because I feel this, I still want to be there. But to me, I can advise them that even if you stop doing music, or if you stop dropping music and you let your artist drop music, it gives you profile the same thing. It's like, I'm now about to introduce another artist. I'll be introducing another artist within a month. I think within a month or within 2 months, I'll be doing another artist. And trust me, that artist problem. You will see, but a problem.
Is it male?
Every time when I drop the artist, I don't just take any artist. Like I look at the artist, I look at the talent, because it's very bad for this to give a platform to a person who is not talented. And there's a lot of artists who are talented. So I'm trying to put a person who is very, very talented. Apart from that, putting in my studio, my home, like my label, and then trying to teach him or teach her what is the best way to become a great artist. I've been doing that to my own artists. Whatever the artist that you see, he wasn't just the artist, because he was everybody was. There used to be artists in other record labels, but then when I take them, I give them techniques on how you can be biggest musician, how you can create a hit, how can do controversy, how you can make money from music. And that's why you see most of my artists are doing fine. And I'm super proud. Either if they're in my record label, out of my label, I feel so proud, because I feel like that's me. That's my job. That's my work. Like that. I want to do a lot of that.
Sounds really good. I mean, there are a couple of questions that I would like to ask you before we wind up. I just want to ask you one thing about you when you're coming to German. You're going to perform on Saturday. Do you think, and you promised people you're going to drop album this year, something like, do you think about probably launching Wasafi record label in Europe? Maybe, like you have been in Africa. Maybe Wasafi record label in Europe, and basically probably basically German or other countries in Europe. Do you think about something like that? So that you'd be like universal.
Well,
you talk
I
about
think one of the things that we did this year, we have expanded our management from not only being in Tanzania or Africa. We just got different team in Europe, in the US, and that's what we've been working on as a record label, because the dream is not just to get the musician to be bigger in the continent, it's to be bigger out of the continent as well. So we have we've expanded our management, got different branches in different countries, different zones, so that it can be more easy for the artists from here to cross over. So talking about PR, talking about plugger, talking about like whichever the thing that can make the artist become bigger in that country. It's very difficult because first of all you have to put a lot of money, and when it comes to a country like music, it's a huge business. So it's not something that you can just come here with your stories or something, and people, when they look at you, they feel like this is Diamond Platnumz, and when they see the numbers of the artists, what comes to the head first is money. So negotiating with them and having a contract on how they can push the artists, how they can promote Tanzanian music or artists from here, it was a little bit not that easy. So we did that, and people should expect to see our artists now in different countries doing better than how they used to do back in the days. And I'm sure that's what the record label in West Africa they've been doing. They did that before us, because for us it was difficult before, because we wanted to make sure that we conquer the continent first, because the east of Africa, it's not easy to conquer the continent. You need to be very smart, have a proper team, proper strategies, proper budget. So for us, it was the continent first. After the continent being established in other continents as well, like Europe, like US. So yes, at the record label. Yeah. So now we're so happy to wait and see the talents from Tanzania doing way bigger in different zones.
Something I should ask you about your performance. Yes. People are more excited. There are people from Tanzania right now, watu wanataka kununua tiketi, lakini of course walikuwa wengine wanawaza labda tiketi inaweza ikawa ni kitu gali kutokana na vitu kama hivyo, lakini mimi nataka niwaambie tu kwamba Simba is more, yani Simba ni bei kubwa sana. Kwa hiyo watu wanunua tiketi,
tunakuja kuwafanya wawe proud of bana. Na of course tunapenda tunavyoenda kusupport wanamuziki tofauti katika nchi tofauti, lakini of course najua ni raha kiasi gani anapokuja mtoto wa nyumbani, unamjua yes, unaenjoy, na ni siku yetu kama watu tunaongea lugha ya Kiswahili. Pia pamoja tuite na marafiki zetu wa nchi zingine hapo bana. Exactly. Kwa pamoja tukutane pale tu.
Bana unakuja sana kifupi na mwenyewe. One last, two last questions. One of it, ni kwamba you have mentioned being proud of the artists that are coming through your ends and all that stuff. Critical one. You don't like to talk about him most of the time, but I want to ask you about Harmonize. You see him growing and become big, and one time he wanted to be your challenge. Of course, he couldn't be. How did it make you feel, like the person who actually came from your hand trying to challenge, like a kid challenge?
Ni faraja. Mimi nimepata bahati. I'm super lucky the fact that all of my artists are doing very big. All of the artists come from Harmonize, Rayvanny, Zuchu, Mbosso, different artists are doing very big. And of course it gives me pride, and I feel so good, I feel so proud. That it's like, you see, when you see ukiona mtoto wako anaanza kutambaa tembea, wanasema anazungumza, it makes you feel like eba na uzao wangu unazungumza. You feel like, I was telling one of my friends the other time when my kids were here. So wanaongea na mwanangu anaongea na mimi kitu zima. And she was asking me like, cause paka sasa hivi hajajua bado kama mimi na mtoto mwingine out. Is it true, Papa, you have another kid? So the way anapokuwa yani nilikuwa nasikia raha na unaona yani so that same thing, the feeling that you feel is the same feeling you see, like Nasikia nikiona kama wasanii ambao wametoka mkononi mwangu ndo wako katika zile namba pale pupu, sio kwa ubaya, lakini ni raha, unajua hivyo. Tuongee ukweli. Mimi sometimes naandikaga namba 1 2 3.
All right, you've heard him very well. Now it's your turn to go into the comment section. Tell me your thoughts about Diamond Platnumz says in the entire video. He has talked about Zuchu, Harmonize, Rayvanny, his children, his future, how he really had to invest in music. Sorry, how he had to really first make investments, because he knows that music, to go where you want it to go, how far, you need a lot of money to invest into that. So I sign out for now. See you later. Hope you guys have enjoyed Diamond Platnumz, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out.